it's Bobi, aka Paginator, and we're going to dive into a reading vlog for the Once Upon a Book Club box. We're going to be reading Aliana, Girl of Dragons, and opening the gifts that come with it. I've got my reading bullet journal spread all set up, my chapter tracker. I like to color those in. I thought, oh, it has a dragon, I should draw a dragon, but I can't draw dragons. So I drew some clouds and put the numbers in for my chapter tracker and then added a little washi dragon sticker. So I'll show you a quick look at that. And then I've got to go start reading. Also, in just a couple of minutes, Tim Holtz is debuting his last, I believe it's going to be his last one, color for the Distress Ink and Oxide series through Ranger. So I really want to be able to get online and watch that video as well. So we're going to be watching that and also reading a little bit today, and we'll see how it goes. I'll show you a quick look at the bullet journal and then come back to you with an update in a little bit. Hey there. So I haven't read very much since my initial thing. I was in a hurry to watch that Tim Holtz video, and I was able to see it. He released his last ever distress color, and it's this incredible dark brown that's like also got a little bit of grays and greens and like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna buy the Oxide in that color. I'm not gonna get all the products because, you know, money, but I'm really excited about that. So it got me all excited for junk journaling, and I spent actually quite a bit of time working on getting some things ready for some Valentine's journals I'm making. And I will show you just a quick shot of the signature piles. So these are, you're going to see 3 piles. Each one has an envelope that says stickers, because I'm going to include some stickers with the journal. And then there's just some pages that are like digital printables, etc. There's some vintage Valentine kind of stuff. And then I have some coffee dyed paper and some red dyed paper that I made, and my house smells like fruit punch right now because I used some powdered drink mix. It was crushed drink mix, cherry and watermelon, to dye the paper red. So let's take a look at some of this stuff. So here are the signature piles there in front of the box, and then the journal covers are sitting on top, kind of on the corner there. You can see I've got some red tissue papers and other things set aside to decorate with, so that's kind of my Valentine's pile of stuff over there. And here you can see the gorgeous red paper. They're just sitting out on top of some boxes right now to dry. It's going to be so beautiful. I'm so excited. I also realized I haven't really told you what this book is about, so I'm going to read the Dust Jacket blurb to you, and I can tell you that I've read the prologue, and that's about it as far as what I've read. But let's see what this says. Once upon a time, Aliana believed in dreams and fairy tales as sweet as spun sugar clouds. She wished on shooting stars, sure that someday she and her grandmother would be able to travel to the capital city to see the queen. Then her grandmother passed away, and those dreams disappeared in a disenchanted puff. Now Aliana is forced to attend to the whims of her wicked stepmother, with long days of cleaning her stepfather's inn as her skin burns raw, or staying up until the crack of dawn to embroider her stepsister's ball gowns, until she meets 2 beings who change her life forever. The first is the baby night dragon, whom Aliana discovers she can magically talk to, and the second is Nayla, a young witch. Nayla needs Aliana's help navigating a mysterious abyss filled with dangerous beasts, creatures Aliana understands better than her own stepfamily. This is a chance for Aliana to finally break free of her stepmother's shadow and to seize a chance at a life she's barely dared to hope for, but there's a risk. If caught, Aliana will be stuck working for her stepmother for the rest of her life. Can Aliana truly make wisps of dreams into her own, better than a fairy tale happily ever after? So it sounds a little bit like Cinderella, a little bit just kind of good old-fashioned fairy tale. I read Ava Evergreen's Semi-Magical Witch by the same author, Julie Abe, and really enjoyed it. It had tons of Studio Ghibli vibes, and so far, again, I've only read the prologue, but this one kind of is giving me a little bit of that vibe as well, which is so much fun. So I'm going to keep reading, and I will come back to you again when it's time to open the first gift on page 28. Hi there. I am now to page 28, which is where we're supposed to open the first gift. So Aliana so far is setting up very much like Cinderella. She lives with her stepmom, stepsister, and stepbrother in the inn Aliana's mother and father built. It's near this great big abyss where people travel and it separates these two lands that used to have like bridges, and so they could travel back and forth and such, but now they're completely separate, and some people try to go down into the abyss and search for treasure, but there's also dangerous creatures down there. Anyway, the inn is nearby, so they're in this small town near kind of like the end of their land, and she feels kind of trapped there and wants to get out. She has a best friend who's like a baker's apprentice, and he also has like big dreams of owning his own bakery, but in a different place. And they both have this feeling they want to escape this town where they're at, but in the meantime, Aliana's grandmother still lives with them in the inn, but she stays up in the attic a lot of the time. And it's grandmother's birthday, so she's gone to get her some special cookies from her friend that's the baker's apprentice, and unfortunately her stepbrother finds them and eats some and destroys the rest. It's really sad. So we're just barely kind of getting into the story, but we do have something to open. So, for this page here. Alright, so we have this plain pillow form, and then we've got a pillowcase, and it looks like it's got sequins. Okay. I want to get this put on the pillow before I do like a full demonstration and reread the quote and stuff. Let's see. Yep, there's a zipper that opens it. Here it is, and let's see if I can read what it says. Your future is an untold story, and then we have the dragon, and then it says, and you decide how the tale... I don't know, I'm having a hard time with this one. This word here, how the tale... They seem like directional sequence, so we're gonna rub it. Oh my goodness. So they just turn gold when you rub them this way. So I'm gonna have to take this to school and show my students, and then I'll show my nieces, and one of them will try to steal it from me. That's kind of fun. I don't think I've ever gotten a sequin pillowcase before in a bookish box, so that's kind of cool. Alright, I'm going to keep reading in the story. I won't continue to tell you all the stuff that's happening because I don't want to spoil stuff that happens later if you want to read the book, but I'll pop back in with a few updates here and there, and we'll see you in a little bit. Hey again! So I've been reading, and I am now in chapter 9. So things are not going great for Aliana. I'm not going to tell you like a lot of plot points, as I mentioned previously, from this point on, but I can say that she has met the dragon, and it's a cute little... dragon that can understand her and communicate with her, and she wasn't expecting to meet the dragon, and she's kind of protecting it from people who would harm it, but back at the inn where she lives, things are not going well there, and she's struggling. So we have reached page 106, which is the next gift. It is a box. You can see here it's got clouds all over it. Now, Aliana has just met a character who is a witch, and so we have a witch in a long, narrow box. I am wondering if this is going to be a wand of some kind, so let's take a look. Oh my goodness. It is a wand. It looks a bit like Hermione's wand with like the vines twisting around it and stuff, and then it came with like what appears to be little tiny batteries, and there's like a light thing at the end. Oh, it says something inside the box. Press the button to shine a light and practice your spells alongside Nayla. So Nayla is the witch character. How do we put the batteries in?
Please hang up and try again.
This is really frustrating because, I mean, there's a hole and I can see wires and stuff in there, but there's like no spot for batteries. I'm gonna see if I can get online and find anything from other people that have assembled this. Okay, well, it appears that I have a defective model of this wand. I found someone else who did the same unboxing, and theirs already had a battery loaded into it, and the extra piece was just extra batteries. I cannot make this work. There is no actual like specific battery compartment like there is in most things that take batteries, and however I put these in like multiple ways, it will not work. So there we go. I am getting sleepy. It's not quite my bedtime yet, but we're getting close. But I have now reached page 185, and tucked inside there was this little bird message. This is actually a note that Aliana, our main character, got from Nella, the witch that she met earlier. Nella is actually the mother of Ava from the Ava Evergreen books. I'm not going to unfold this. I want to keep it like it is, and I will put it in a journal or something, but that's just kind of a cute little extra touch that's in there. The story's going pretty well. She did see the shadow dragon again, and it's all grown up but still remembers her. And I'm not sure what else I can tell you right now without spoiling things, so I'm just going to leave it there. We have one more gift to open in a little bit, so I don't know if I'll get there tonight, because like I said, I am getting kind of sleepy. But sometimes I catch my second wind and end up staying up late, so we'll see what happens. But I'll see you in a bit. Good morning. My red paper is still over there. It's dry, but I haven't picked it up off the box because I'm still sleepy. I've showered and done my hair and all that good morning stuff, but it's just, I'm tired. So I'm sitting in my comfy chair. I'm going to chillax and then get back into junk journaling probably a little bit. I have read a little bit more in the book. I am now at page 248, and the next gift is 302 or something, so I should be checking in again pretty soon, depending on how much journaling I do versus reading, but we'll see in a bit. Well, hello. Last time I checked in, it was Sunday morning, and it's now Monday evening. On Sunday, I spent pretty much the rest of the day making junk journals, so I didn't really read much, but I have reached, now that I'm sitting down on Monday evening, reached page 302 and ready to open the final gift for this book. I'm really, really close to the end, and it's so cute and like just cozy, warm vibes. I just really, really like it. I was hoping it was going to be this. This is Aliana's necklace that she was left by her grandmother, so that's cute. It's like a little crystal. Okay, so I've just finished the book, and as I was saying earlier, it was really cute. I've said this before, and probably also before in this video, that Julie Abe's books have very Studio Ghibli vibes, and this was no exception. It was just a fun, cozy fantasy story. There were some really great villainous characters, though. Like, I got really, really mad at her stepbrother and stepmother. Just, ugh, they're vile. But overall, I really enjoyed this book. I'm not sure how many stars I'll give it. I need to run it through Compile and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I enjoyed it. And if you're interested, definitely check it out. And we'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful, magical, and bookish day. Happy reading. Adios.